Feinbaum here has done a little bit of everything in the world of media, newspaper, radio, TV, internet. What Barrett Jones has done at Alabama is really remarkable as well. Tackle, guard, now setter, and he still has time to be a man of character. Here's Britton Lynn with the story.
Most Alabama fans are accustomed to seeing Barrett Jones like this.
As a football player, I don't know that I've been around maybe one other guy that could play every position on the offensive line and do it efficiently and effectively and win awards for all those and still be as good a person, as humble a person. Not very many people like him. He's just special.
But there's another side to Barrett.
Barrett has always had a thing about little kids. Even as he began to grow up, we had neighbors that had young children, and I watched the way he interacted with kids, and it was fun for me because he's really just a big kid inside.
I feel like God has really called all of us to help out those less fortunate than us, and you know, that's something I enjoy doing, and I have a heart for that.
He's always trying to help somebody in some type of way, no matter what it is, no matter who it is, what time it is, or whatever.
When we caught up with the Outland Trophy winner, he was in the environment where he thrives.
How many of you guys have ever had a time where something didn't go the way you planned? Anybody? I know I have. I had a lot of times where I wanted things to go one way and they ended up going another.
Barrett Jones has been a longtime supporter of his community, but this time when he came to speak with the students at Crossing Points, he was met with a number of surprises, including these signs.
Oh, wow. You guys are so nice to make me those. I really appreciate it. You guys are much better artists than me. I could never make a sign like that looks that good.
Seeing Barrett in action, you understand a little bit more about the 6'5", 300-pound lineman with a soft spot for kids.
I've watched him and seen him do it the right way, and that's just something that I can kind of look at and think, you know, I want to model my life like that. That's where I want to go as well. He's definitely been a good role model for me.
My faith is a big reason the way I handle adversity. You know, when I have times of trouble, I like to pray and ask God to give me the strength to persevere through those times of trouble.
That's something Barrett's been taught since he was 11 years old, when his family traveled on their very first mission trip to Honduras.
That kind of opened me up to the world of missions and just kind of put in perspective how fortunate we are.
They each had a chance to share their testimony, and I think that's kind of where all that started with them, don't you think?
You know, the Bible is very rich in the way that we treat other people, but that was kind of, you know, what we decided to do is we wanted our kids to be givers and not takers, and so that's how we've raised them.
Despite having a former Alabama basketball player for a father, sports was never the central focus for the Jones family.
Barrett has not let football define who he is. Football can become a religion, it can become an identity. And I told him, I said, you know, it's very important that you remember who you are and who you belong to. And football will be something that you do, but it's going to give you a great platform.
I think that's something that's really important in life. You know, life's always going to knock you down, but how are you going to pick yourself up?
Barrett's already received All-American recognition, a pair of national championship rings, and been named to the All-State AFCA Good Works team. Even with all those accomplishments, he still has another challenging obstacle. But his reasons for conquering it are a little bit different than most.
You know, he does have a goal to want to play in the NFL, and so I told him, I said, if you never play another down of football, it won't bother me or your mother or anybody else because we love you for who you are and not because you play football. So it's going to be interesting to see how God leads him in that area and, you know, where he gets drafted. And I think it'll be another chapter in his life for him to be able to go and to share with other people in the new area.
You got two choices of how to react. Number one, you can either let the adversity beat you, or number two, you can stand strong and face the adversity head on and become a better person from it.
For Barrett, the choice is easy. From Tuscaloosa, Britton Lynn, Tide Tigers today.
Roll Tide, roll Tide.
Hey, good-looking family, but any young man who can play the violin and be an All-American is pretty good in my book.